Yeah, take a listen.
Hey, my beautiful people. I have gotten all the tags that y'all have been tagging me in, talking about this storm that's coming, Hurricane Lee. Some days ago, I told you that I had a dream that there was going to be a catastrophic hurricane that was going to come through, and I will tag the video in this post. I also did another video showing you where it was coming from, who was responsible for this catastrophic hurricane that's coming. I will also tag that video. So in the dream where I was being privy to this information, we were overlooking a bridge, and there were gentlemen that were talking, and they were planning, and they were saying how they were going to do it. When I made my post, I showed you the bridge. It's Sidney Lanier Bridge. This bridge is the bridge that gets you to Jekyll's Island in Georgia. This is located in southern Georgia, down by the coast, going into Jacksonville, Florida. Jekyll's Island is known for a slave ship that came in 1858. At that time, slave trade was supposed to have stopped, and this was illegal. There were some survivors off that boat that have been recognized. And again, I'm going to reiterate, when I was privy to this information, it was men that was talking, okay? You're probably going to have to take a screenshot and zoom in. But one of the survivors, his name is Ward Lee, Hurricane Lee. I told you guys that the men that I was talking to, the ancestors that I was talking to, were from Jekyll's Island, okay? This is the proof right here. Lee is not coming to play, okay? So I just want to let you guys know that the warning is coming to pass. And I'm going to tag the videos in here as well. Hey, my beautiful people. So I want to give you an update on Hurricane Lee. Those not familiar, but I'm going to tag the video. I did tell you that Hurricane Lee was coming. It's been about 2 weeks now that I've seen this. Ward Lee, the ancestors, they made me privy to this information. And Ward Lee is one of the survivors from the slave ship, the Wanderer. And I told y'all these are the ancestors that are responsible for this hurricane. It's going to be very catastrophic. Nothing to play with. And here's the forecast of it within the last couple of days. Let's move on up. It's going to go all the way to Saturday. Just pay attention to the map and where it's going, okay? Just pay attention real quick. And while you're looking at this, just a little history lesson. The Wanderer was a slave ship that reached Jekyll's Island at the time where slave trade should have been banned. They were doing it illegally. And just to let you know, in 1857, the slave ship, the Wanderer, was built in Setauket, New York, which is Long Island. Do you see where this is at? Do you see where it's going? Vengeance is the ancestors.
Thank you, Sister Tammy, for that powerful information. I'm actually going to tag on a reading right now and give you even deeper insight into the actual message in the storm. If you paid attention to what our sister said, she said our ancestor Lee, with the last name Lee, in her dream was on a bridge at an island called Jekyll Island. Now, understand something. Jekyll Island, number one, is an island right off the coast of Georgia. If you don't know, Georgia is a Stargate state. It is a Stargate state, literally where our ancestors congregate and communicate with us. Not only that, understand that Jekyll Island is the island, many people don't know this, that the Federal Reserve was established. The Federal Reserve is the central bank of America that prints the money for our nation and around the world for the Pisces age. Not only that, the storm is traveling from the Jekyll Island location up to New York. The path is taken up to New York. New York is one of two of the financial centers of the world, along with London, for the Pisces age. Understand that also the path that it is taking, which is the path in which they took our ancestors from South America to North America on these specific ships. Understand that while some of our ancestors were on those ships, they were actually stamped as commodities. And while they were stamped as commodities, lots of people don't know this, but people in New York at the stock exchange was betting on our survival. So understand that the stock exchange and the foundation of the actual New York Stock Exchange started with some of our ancestors as commodities. The message in this storm is not really about the fact that there's going to be catastrophe as it relates to the storm itself. It's really a signal and a message from our ancestors that the economy is about to crash. Pay attention to what I'm telling you. Not only is the economy about to crash, but it is also a signal to let us know that the curse and the chains of economic bondage is being broken. So understand that our ancestors were on the boat of this specific path of this storm, and is named after our actual ancestor Lee. Our ancestor Lee was on the island building the bridge. Let me tell you what the bridge is about. The bridge is about the places where we could not go before. We are now about to be able to cross over. Not only that, the bridge is also a signal. Pay attention. The bridge is also a signal, and it is a letting us know that there is a wall here. There is a wall that is built here. There's a wall. What do you mean it is a wall? It's a wall there. And the reason why that wall is there is because the earth is conscious and connected to us through the electromagnetic field. The electromagnetic field is the place where our consciousness communicates with the earth and the universe. Understand, as long as the indigenous righteous are existent on a plane, there is no catastrophe that can happen while we are awake and while we are connected. So understand something. This storm is much more than just a storm. It is much more than just catastrophe. This storm is a message from God, our source, and our ancestors. The time is now. We are shifting into the age of Aquarius, the age of truth, the age where the righteous become the wealthy. Keep ascending.